What does my spleen have in common with September in San Antonio? Well, if you want to hear that story, how I lost my spleen, then you'll definitely want to stick around and find out. Hi, this is Living Local San Antonio with Alyse and Jay.
And I'm Alyse, and that's Jay. Hey, if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Our information's in the description.
Today, we're going to go over some seasonal updates for what it's like to live in San Antonio in and around the month of September. So if you're new to San Antonio or you're thinking about moving here, this would be a great way to understand what's going on. How's the weather in San Antonio for September?
It's hot as Hades still. Ridiculous.
That's right. The joke is we have two seasons here in San Antonio, and that's summer and not summer. And right now, September is still usually a part of not summer. We don't get that break in the weather until usually October sometime, late October.
We're working on that, but we have wonderful winters.
Yeah. So what are some cool and interesting things to do in September in and around San Antonio?
Yeah, so let's start with Labor Day, September 1st through 4th. We have a Labor Day Riverwalk artisan show down at the Riverwalk.
Yep, that's right. And it's down at the Riverwalk, and it's really cool because they'll set up like little pop-up stands, and they'll have like pottery, arts and crafts, paintings, things like that. So it's just a cool way to kind of enjoy the Riverwalk and enjoy some shopping along the way.
So on Saturday and Sunday of Labor Day weekend, there is a celebration at our historic Market Square.
Yep, and that's just down the road from the Riverwalk, and that's the original like produce market of the city, but now it's kind of been transformed. So they've got shops, but they've also got stages for bands and live music. There's a courtyard that people will like dance in. You can buy food, drinks, t-shirts, koozies, all that kind of fun stuff. And if you get hungry down there, there's the famous Michera's restaurant that's open all day. And they've got a great bakery in there too.
We're also going to have fireworks at Fiesta Texas and SeaWorld, and they'll start around 8:30ish.
And we have a Labor Day wine run 5K. And that one is going to be out off of Old Fredericksburg Road, which is outside of 1604 and kind of south of La Cantera and I-10 in that area. And so that's on the Leon Creek Greenway. And it should be a really cool event because it's outside of the city enough. You kind of enjoy some of the scenic views, but you're really close. So you don't have to spend all day out there if you don't want to.
And we also have some concerts going on. Pink is coming to the Alamo Dome on September 25th, and Guns N' Roses will be there the next night on September 26th. And also we have our UTSA football starting September 9th. We're going to have the game opener with Texas State, which is Jay's alma mater. And on the 15th, the Bobcats, 15th, UTSA will be playing the Army Black Knights.
Yeah, and that should be a big game because San Antonio is known as Military City USA. And so we have a big Army presence in the city. And of course, Fort Sam is right near downtown. So that should be a big one too.
And shirts, the Chamber will be putting on a Skylight Balloon Fest on the 29th. That seems like something we need to go out for too.
Yeah, that should be fun. And that one I think is both days on Friday and Saturday. So
oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Friday and Saturday.
And of course, we've been really busy the last few weeks, just kind of started off with the NREP Top 100 event. And so that was really cool because Alyse has been on that board for a while. And this year, like in years past, she got an award for being one of the top 100 agents, NREP agents in San Antonio. So congratulations, Alyse.
Thank you. We also went out to Fredericksburg to surprise a friend of ours for his birthday, our wine country out in the hill country. They have shops, restaurants, of course, wineries, and all this fun stuff out there. So it's a wonderful day trip or a weekend.
That's kind of like heading I-10 northwest on the way out of town.
It's only an hour and it's a great getaway. And also we went to Port Aransas for the last summer hoorah, the best hoorah of the summer. Had a great day out there and played in the sand and the water and just enjoyed it. Switching back to home, we have a fox in our yard, which is pretty exciting. We get to go out in the evenings and see him run around.
Yeah, and we've also been trying to get this little test patch of grass to grow in our yard for, I don't know, it's been 5 years now, but I think we finally got the right kind of grass that enjoys that much shade because of the big trees that we have. It gets a lot of shade, and that's been the tough part about that. So we kind of got that going into spring, and then this brutal summer came along, and I didn't know if it was going to make it, but it's looking good. So I think we're going to be all right.
I don't know, man. It's so embarrassing.
And of course, we love our San Antonio rugby. So just to make that announcement that the rugby preseason training is going to be starting this month as well. The guys will be out there. The men's, the women, the youth will all be out there Tuesdays and Thursdays doing it up. So if you're interested in rugby, let us know. We can get you connected with them too. And speaking of back to school, weren't you the prom queen or something, Alyse?
Actually, I was a Stratford queen. We have prom, we have homecoming, and then our formal of the year was Stratford, and that's what I was the queen of, yes.
All right, and what else did you do in school?
A lot of my memories were my volleyball team. I actually had a little stint in softball. Coach Whitetrack, she's awesome, and a lot of my memories were Friday nights watching my football buddies play football. That's Friday Night Lights. That was a big deal.
The game of football in Texas, it's kind of been described as almost a religion, with the big, large stadiums and the crowds that come in. And it's almost like the cathedrals and the congregation. In fact, we've had people, friends from out of the state or even out of the country that'll drive around in just amazement at the size of a local high school football stadium versus what they have back in like Australia or England or something like that. There's a lot of like Texas legends that got their start in high school football. I mean, like Earl Campbell, the Tyler Rose, Eric Dickerson, and the infamous Trans Am. And then there was Mojo out in West Texas, Odessa Permian, and that's where they got the books, the movies, the TV shows. They were like the original Friday Night Lights. So of course, growing up as a kid in Texas, I played football, waiting for my time to get on the high school team and get on the varsity team. And this is kind of where my spleen comes back into the fold of it all. But during a home game at Hornet Stadium, right, I was playing receiver. We were on offense. We had a 3rd and long, and I'd go out on my route. It's a broken play. The quarterback's scrambling, and I kind of shuffle over the middle, and the ball comes, and it's a high throw. So I jump up for it, and I'm extended, and boom, I just got laid out by the safety. The wind knocked out of me, so I jogged off, and I was just kind of trying to take care of that. Well, the next thing I know, I guess our defense did a good job because we're getting the ball back. And so I go out there, and the first play I'm supposed to run almost like a pick route where I kind of go out and up to leave room for this guy coming underneath. And I just remember that so distinctly because I took off running, and it was like Spanky from the Little Rascals. I could feel like when you drink too much water too fast, it's swishing around in your belly. And I was just running slow. Like that guy went in front of me. I ruined the whole route and everything. I was like, something's wrong. So I came off. And of course, that's when they realized that I had ruptured my spleen. So I get over to the locker room. My parents were already there. I jumped in the car with them, and they took me to the hospital, and I got all that taken care of. And eventually I got to recover and play my whole senior year and enjoy that high school Friday Night Lights vibe.
It's a crazy story, and everybody talks about it because if he's in a swimming pool, they're wondering what that big scar is on his belly. But yeah, if you'd like to talk more about his spleen or anything about San Antonio, please feel free to give us a shout. Our information's in the description.
Right. Please call, text, or email us. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. And as we like to say,
Keep Austin weird.
Keep San Antonio cool.